Stop thinking, stop preparing, start doing. Every choice you make, every choice you don't make, they are all very important. Joe Schmo here out in Asahikawa, Japan. Today I wanted to talk to you just about doing, getting unstuck, finding a way, learning through experience. As I said a second ago, there's an importance to doing in our life. Well, I stated it in a way of making choices, but they coincide together. When we are choosing, we are doing. On the other hand, when we're not choosing, we are most likely not doing. That's a very rough cut way of putting it, though. Think about what you're doing right now, watching and listening to this video, and ask yourself some questions about it. Why are you watching and listening? What do you want or expect from it? Well, hopefully, I can benefit you in some way from listening and watching. These are great questions to ask yourself about everything you are doing and not doing in your life so that you can analyze and learn from all that you are made up of. All that to say, I really think one of the best ways to learn and engage with life is to just go and do things. Too often we think too much about how hard or complicated something can be that we forget how great a teacher experience is and how being hands-on helps us to see what we really do and do not enjoy as people. Let's make this relatable. I am a person who so often fantasizes about doing things and builds them up so much mentally. I create the full mental flowchart of how I'm going to approach an idea or activity and spend all my time on developing the mental aspect more and more. By the time I am ready, I am over it all. What was the point? Not only did I do nothing, the idea is now still going to float in from time to time because I have not even found out whether it was something I like outside of principle. This whole issue is something I could avoid if I was simply starting whatever it was I was interested in at first. There is literally no need to get into something at the highest level right off the bat, or to go gain an overly large amount of knowledge through research before starting. Just start. Get your toes in the water. There should be a temperature check like that. There's usually not much to gain to thinking about and researching endlessly about a topic. Just go try it. If you want to start running, just go run. If you want to write a book, just try. If you're wanting to gain a skill like drawing, woodworking, content creation, learn a language, just go and try it. You don't need to make sure you have the nicest running shoes or that you have the best laptop for typing or book for writing. You don't have to have the best tools. You don't need to have the best camera. You don't need to have the most amazing resources. Of course, things will not always work out, especially not smoothly. We all know that is just life, though. There's no certain amount of preparation that can make certain how things will go. You cannot control how things will turn out, regardless of how much you study, how much you work, how much you prepare for something, how much time you put into your resources, managing how you're going to start something. Of course, I don't want to say that those things can't help. I just want to say there's a reasonable amount of what you can or should do beforehand, of starting maybe something new in your life. But that's exactly what you can control, is starting. You can always start. If I could put my own experiences into words, I would say this. Deep thinking is great when it comes to more existential topics. I really like philosophy as a hobby, and I really like to think, theologically about my beliefs as well. But this deep thinking is like quicksand when it comes to interests like hobbies and activities. The longer you sit in it and move around mentally, the more stuck you get. So leave the quicksand of mental preparations and overthinking. Just get your hands on your interests and start them. Let go of the perfectionism that can be so toxic and just get down in the dirt. Trust that if you enjoy whatever it is that you start, you will surely improve as you go. This will ensure that you get much more time in, which is way more valuable than thinking alone. Please, this does not mean to never think or evaluate before starting. but a message to not let it stop you from going through open doors and making a way for yourself to experience more and learn more through doing. Life is meant to be lived. Savor every opportunity to learn and grow that you can. Think about all the living you could be doing and the time spent diving into each mind-numbing YouTube tutorial, getting lost in the scrolling of Reddit threads, or going through rabbit hole after rabbit hole of outcomes people share about on social media, all in the name of making sure you have the best possible grasp of a topic. Your life is just that, your own. Learning from others is always a valuable resource, of course, but their life is not yours. Neither are their successes and their failures. Go and find out for yourself what could happen when you try. Go start that book. Go start a habit or break one. Go gain a skill. Your time is your greatest asset. Use it in a way that helps you experience more. Please like and subscribe if you made it this far. Peace and love. Also, shout out Joel for the music.